welcome back, everyone. And of course, I was late to the party, which I do not have the esports broadcast, but you know, it is what it is. I'm sure you do, Maze.
I do know exactly how that goes, and you know, I know that you're good with the old school casting here, so you're gonna have no problems here on this Blitz on Warhawk. And right now, I'm gonna go on board with the team you're on board with, and that is gonna be the boys from Vanquish. And right now, Flawless is currently flawless. What can I say?
Yeah, of course, it's what we expect out of a player like him. And Denial, he was definitely one of the guys I really enjoyed checking out, just because he was just always on his game. He was always just like slaying really well and playing a great AR. So of course, Flawless just going to look to continue to keep this one going here. Pressure will be coming as one of the members from Vanquish actually are going to be pushing up here. And you have John actually post out in the back, and that's actually going to be Spacey. So Spacey is going to be able to find one player, but that will be a cap thanks to Sin, as Spacey is going to have to drop back. He's going to get cleaned up.
And that's right, and we remember aoX really does play well on Warhawk Blitz. They know exactly how to get these overextensions, and of course, the relay flag captures or goal caps. And that's exactly why they're on the board first. Right now, look at Mud Dog, very aggressive push on the right-hand side, and he is going to continue to push near this diner area.
Yep, and Heist is going to get taken out, switching over to Flawless here. He's going to find one player, but he can't do anything about it. And I believe there was going to be another one pushing out on the left, but I think that player actually who got the kill was pushing out by the Genos there and ended up getting that one. One guy on American side, Flawless identifies it, shooting with that AR. Can't quite find anything with that. Flawless having to drop back. So he will continue to hang out over by American, switching over to Spacely, but the enemy team has scored, as you heard. That's going to make it 3-1 now with FaZe Heist, or just Heist, of course, representing Vanquish here, not FaZe. He will be the most pushed up player here for this team, but you can tell at that corner left of your screen, the minimap, there's no one actually plugging that right lane. So that's going to leave Heist in a very bad position. He just needs to continue to push up here. Of course, his teammates, they're telling him, well, you know, we got a lot of activity going on in the base, so we got to play this one out slow and try and see if we can get these kills, which they managed to do, so they just got to stop the lanes.
They really did manage to do that. Heist was so close to capturing, but the defense from aoX was a little bit too much. And right now, I mean, it's a close game, 3-1, but what do you think that it is what Vanquish is doing wrong here, just, you know, on the last few seconds that we've seen?
I don't know, man. Honestly, it's really hard to say. I mean, when I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't have that view. It's very difficult for me to point out. But
that's true.
One thing I am seeing though is that there's reserved play here. That one instance where Heist was hanging back, he should have been applying pressure. That would have, you know, prompted players from aoX have to drop back into their base, right? But instead, he was hanging out, waiting to see if anyone's going to be pushing out on the dock side, which I get. I get that play. But was it necessary? I don't know. I don't know personally. I don't know what was going through his mind on that one. But it does seem like they are going to be able to get a goal out of that. And it's still a very close game. Still a very winnable game. So it's 3-2. So it's not like they're doing anything like, oh my God, horribly wrong. It's just more or less like aoX, just doing what they do best. They edge you out just by a couple of points. And it's a very aggravating thing to have to face off against no matter what team you're a part of.
And you said that perfectly. They're not playing badly. It's just that aoX is outplaying them in certain instances. And now Spacely is going to slide in there for another score here. And that is what they needed to do. He's got 2 captures to his name along with John, who has another one. So now still a 1-score game here. And the overextension is real once again. Spacely is making his way very patiently. And the cat's out of the bag. He's going to have to retreat.
Yeah, he's going to have to drop back here, but this player knows he's going to be hanging out by post. So this left lane is still going to be his focus. But even then, though, Spacely running away with it, finding one right behind that dumpster, and that's going to tie things up 4-4 now with Spacely and company doing a phenomenal job of keeping themselves in this game. And again, it was still very much winnable because they weren't down by a lot. They were only down by a couple of points.
That's right.
It's you know, you're talking like 3-4 points. That's easy. That's easy to come back from, especially with a team of the potential and talent of Vanquish. But now going into the second half here with 15 seconds left on the clock, if they're able to get another cap, that will be huge for them. I don't know where aoX is positioned at this point in time, but one thing's for certain, it seems like John's going to be on the move one more time. 6 seconds left, pushing up, finding one around the corner. That's going to be a kill, but he's going to be stunned, and he will get taken out, and his teammate will get dropped right in front of him too. That was Actually, I believe going to be Flawless there. Or no, I was actually going to be Heist. So needless to say, though, a great run. 4-4 tied. Exactly what we expect in this matchup.
That's exactly right, but I do want to mention that Spacely really was a game changer with that capture. Really, really good. It's much better to go in dead even than down by one, and he really got his team amped up for this one. And he's also the slaying factor on his team as well, so that's something to notice as well. But aoX and Vanquish right now tied 4-4 apiece.
And I'm going to jump over to aoX since my view is rather limited, but you know, it is what it is. Big kills there out of Doubt to be able to find one. And trying to see what's going on here. Who's picking up who? You got actually 2 down right now, but Doubt able to get that stop there on Heist. You can see Croster, he's 10 and 13. Good showing out of him. Finding one, though, that was going to be Doubt as well with the stop on that one player by the hook. And now, watching the mid lane here with an AR. I can't disagree with this. This is a pretty good attempt, and he's going to push out by pickup and see if he can get a couple more kills here, but he gets punished on that one. Huge stop out of them, but that will be John and Heist with those kills there on Sin and Doubt.
That's right, and Croster was probably the closest one there to be able to get a capture, but he does get shut down, and now he is forced to play some defense here as his push by the boys from Vanquish has been completely null and void now because of the fact that there were 3 down. Now look at Croster mid-street along with Mud Dog. They're setting up for a good relay here.
Yeah, that's right. They're getting ready for this. I mean, you got Crow. He knows that he's going to have an opportunity here, but they got to get the skill in the back. And that's going to be contingent on whether or not that player around that corner was going to be able to make something happen. Not going to be the case. 3 players for aoX get dropped. Mud Dog gets to call. That pressure is going to be coming from the right lane. But Mud Dog's already on the move. He's already committed to this run as he gets taken out. That's going to be 3 down here as Doubt will be by himself having to defend. He needs his teammates up, and he's going to find a couple guys over by American. They are going to be able to stop at least that left lane, thus giving him an opportunity to be able to get back on the defense. Great plays out of Doubt there with a drop shot. Mud Dog there with a connection as well. And it seems like aoX are going to continue to be on the defensive, but they're doing a great job of it.
They are doing a great job of it, but Flawless is still being a nuisance here in this back alleyway by 10, and he's going to pick up enough kills to get his teammates up. And now he's being a very good decoy here for his team too, allowing Spacely to move up and get a capture there. Very good distraction will help him take a 2-score lead.
Yeah, that's right. They're down, and I did not expect that, of course. You know, Doubt knowing that pressure is going to be coming from the left, having to deal with the player in the mid, though, and he will get taken out. Croster on the move on the right side. Mud Dog having a drop back play D. You got to expect that player to be coming from the diner. If I was Mud Dog, that's exactly what I would be doing here. They do get that goal, making it 5-6, but they know that one guy is going to be hanging out there. There he is, right by that stoop. That is going to be so unfortunate. Doubt will get taken out, and that's going to be a cat tying things up 6-6. Croster moving in. He gets cleaned up, and now Mud Dog could not do anything about that, but they're setting up for a relay to make this into a 2-point game yet again. They have 3 seconds to make something happen here. That player is going to be waiting, and he does manage to get that cap, making it 8-6.
Phenomenal plays right here. Spacely trying to go in for a relay. He's got 4 seconds left on that timer to be able to slide in for a score, and will slide in uncontested to make it 9-6 with 1 minute and 48 seconds left. This is a totally different type of push here by Vanquish, and it is working very well.
Yeah, their confidence on this side is definitely showing, you know, and they know that they have them in the bag. They know they have this matchup in the bag if they keep playing this very aggressive approach. But Croster letting one of those guys sneak by, that's smart, because as soon as he caps it, he's going to go right back over to his spawn, and he's going to be able to help out his team. That's going to be a cap now, 7-9. They got to stop this attack on their flag or on their goal, which they managed to make happen. Now that means that Croster, if he pushes up on this side, you got to anticipate that players are going to be spawning on the hook. But there's going to be one meeting him on the left side, though. His teammate's going to get dropped as well. That's going to leave 3 down here. Mud Dog by himself wins a gun battle. Currently 11 and 22. Hasn't been having the greatest of games, though. And they are going to get that call. That pressure will be coming from the right side.
That's absolutely right. And now if you are Vanquish, you just have to make sure that if you do push up, you've got at least one player trying to defend that goal, because these few defensive captures or preventions, I should say, will really come up big. Mod Dog will get taken down mid-street, though. And aoX finds themselves down 3 players again, Sin all by himself.
This is not good here, Maze. I don't like this, of course, but Sin able to get a couple kills. Now, if they can get 2, they'll tie this match up, but I just don't see it happening. I don't see how they're going to be able to do this. They have time to work with, though, so long as they can cap it within the next couple of seconds. Doubt's going to find one. Looking over at Crocer, if he can make this cap happen, if they can get this relay, but oh, he's going to lose one of his teammates there for support. Crocer does not have much time, and that is going to wrap things up here. They cannot make the cap happen. That is going to be a score of 9-7 in favor of Vanquish as they win this Warhawk Blitz matchup.
Coming alive here for game 3 to take a 2-1 advantage here over aoX that just really dominated them in S&D in a way, with picks and all kinds of other things. And now look at this, comfortable 1-game lead here.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's it. One more for Vanquish, and it's going to be domination. And the last time they faced off against aoX in domination was Dom Freight. They ended up winning the second side by 41 points. And on the other end, though, aoX, they ended up winning the first side 28 points. So that gives you an indication, you know, on the respawn, what's going on here. You had Flawless go 31-13. You had Spacely go 21-14. On the other side, you had Doubt go 21-18, not bad. Sin go 23-24, but Mud Dog and Crocer struggled in that one. So domination, of course, plays a lot different from Blitz, but we'll see how all this works out. Maze, got any predictions for this one? Will aoX get shut down here?
I do believe so, because Vanquish has the advantage right now, and with just the way that Vanquish played the second half of that first domination, I just don't see them slowing down on this one.
Okay, well, we'll see how this works out, guys. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be domination coming up next here between this match. aoX and Vanquish. Winner goes on to face off against Erupt in the loser final, and they will get their opportunity to compete in the MLG COD League Season 2. Find out how all this unfolds after this.